It's May 19th, 2019. It's been pretty warm here in Seattle. Let's start the update over here. As you can see, the trees are doing well. All the succulents are looking good too, actually. If you look closely at this elephant bush or elephant food bush plants, the leaves are recovering pretty well. And then this sizzle frizzle, you can see the new leaves growing. It's getting longer. Hopefully it's gonna curl like these shorter ones instead of this elongated non-curly ones. I think it just need more sunlight. And you can see I moved some of the tulips and bulb plants over here. This is the saffron. They're all just dying back now. And let's look at the grapes. You can see it's kind of growing all over the place. All the vines are stretching outward. Might need to look into expanding its volume. And the grapes are, I think these are flowers. I'm not sure yet though, but still similar size. Hopefully it's gonna do something soon so we can confirm. And here we have the lavender. You can see the flowers have started to open up. It's very nice purple. Rosemary looks pretty much the same. Here we have the hydrangea. You can see this bush, it's probably gonna be kind of pinkish color. Don't know yet until it fully opened though. Pineapple looks pretty much the same. And then this two succulent looks pretty nice. Down here we have the daffodil and snowdrops. Both are dying back. That's why I put them over there. Summer snowflakes, not sure if it's gonna produce any flowers. Peony, not sure if it's gonna produce any flower either. But right here, if you look closely, there's another new growth coming up. Not too sure what that is. Just more bulb plants. And then succulents and some wildflowers. Cal lily, you can see this side is mostly leaves. I cut the two flowers, and then on this side over here, you can see all the new growths. Hopefully we're gonna get some flower from this side, and we'll compare how many flowers we get from the indoor versus outdoor. Mulberry over here, you can see some flowers at the base of every node, all the way up to the top actually. So yeah, we're getting not too few flowers, but not too many either. We'll see how that goes. Dahlia over here, you can see a flower forming on that branch. Not seeing any flower forming yet from the other plants. I'm pretty sure they're all gonna flower though. Blueberry, you can see all the flowers have faded, and all of them are turning into blueberries now. You can see the base of the flowers are getting fuller, and those are gonna become the blueberry. And of course, lots of leaf growth. I also moved some of the crocus and bulb plants over here. They're all dying back now. Hyacinth as well. This blueberry never really fruited, so I'm not sure if these flowers are gonna become blueberry. Not too sure, but I want this plant to focus on leaf growth mostly. As you can see, it's kind of sad with all the leaves, but hopefully it's gonna get more leaves. And the strawberries, you can see they're still flowering. Like this one, it's kind of done flowering and it's changing into strawberries. Like this one over here, and a few more over there. And then on this side, these are actually bigger ones. Those are probably gonna become delicious. And of course, the strawberries are infested with aphids again. You can see the leaves are kind of deformed, and some are discolored. Yeah, those are because of the aphids. So I ordered more ladybugs. Hopefully we can get this figured out. And down here we have the hydrangea, just more hydrangea. This bush over here is probably going to produce more of a purple-ish flower. I'm not sure. You can see it's kind of a little purple, but also very pink. And then this oat bush over here, you can see the flowers are still forming, so I'm gonna wait a little more. Asparagus, it's been a little windy, so you can see it's tilted over that side. Over here, this guy, still don't know what it is. And all the succulents are flowering. You can see the little tiny yellow flowers. And the flowers are attracting a lot of bees. That's gonna help with pollinations in the garden. Here we have the raspberry. You can see this new spikes are just mostly leaves. And the older spikes from last year are these ones, and they are fruiting now. Most of the fruits over here, you can see, are pretty full, thanks to the bees. Let's pick a random spot. Over here, yeah, these fruits are pretty full too. So I'm expecting to have some really nice raspberry this year too. Yeah, this one are pretty full too. Over here we have the rhubarb. You can see the flowers are turning into seeds now. All these little weird things, those are the seed pods. Probably gonna cut the flower spike off though. And yeah, these are just the rhubarb leaves. You can see the saffron has all died back now. All dried now, so I can put it away. Potatoes, you can see it's kind of growing rapidly now. You can see how tall they are getting. And yeah, that's a lot of potato plants. And down here we have some tomatoes growing. Here we have the main plant, which is the artichoke. Just leaves now. Hopefully it's gonna produce a flower spike soon. Yeah, not seeing any spike formation yet. And then lastly, I transplanted a tomato plant into this pot. Unfortunately, it's heavily infested by aphids. If you look closely, you can see those little green dots. Those are aphids. And for the indoor garden, we have the succulents over here and the calla lily I cut from outdoor. Looking very nice. And then over here we have the orchids. Not too much has changed. Just more new growths, like right there. And the lady slipper orchids, you can see they're producing new leaves from this new growth over here. And down here we just have more orchids. There's not too much change, so I'm not gonna go into details. This one, you can see that bulb is turning yellow. This English ivy is doing pretty well. You can see all the new growths. And the phalaenopsis, this node, it's still getting bigger. So it's definitely doing something. Over here we have the hanging plants, spider plants, pear plants. All looks pretty much the same. Spider plants, you can see it's producing more flower spike. Over here, let's look at the Easter cactus. Seems like the aphids is gone. String of pearls. Trying to look for any signs of aphids again, but it seems like it's pretty okay now. And if you look from this side, you can see some new growths coming up. Stockholm fern, not seeing any major changes. Really wanted to produce some shield fronds though. And then this orchid over here, you can see that third leaf is getting bigger now. Up here, we just have some more succulents and the wandering Jew. Right here, we have some plants in water. They're all looking really nice. And then lastly, this prayer plant's cuttings, you can see, are rooting very nicely and are ready for propagation. Just look at all the roots.